But interesting you talk about Corona and Corona Beer, because they were talking about the fact that initially we're doing really well. We're going up 5% in our sales, but I'm not sure if that's the case now.
Yeah, it isn't. I mean, this is one of the weirdest things. So this is a video that we got from the UK, and this is quite interesting. This is in a liquor shop, and what's going on. So let me just show the video.
Now I know we share this country with a bunch of utter fruitcakes. This is the beer section. Utterly empty except.
So
wow.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, that really makes me think. You know, people think that coronavirus, it's actually coming from Corona Beer. That's just the level.
Which people think that? How could you possibly think that?
That's the level of craziness and stupidity that we're actually seeing with this coronavirus. So that's why it's just something that I think it's very important, which is also related to branding. Right now, I think Corona is going through a branding crisis, and I think it's interesting how they responded. So let me just show you how they responded, and then I think we can just talk about the importance of branding, especially during and after the COVID-19.
I think they've gone the wrong direction of saying you're stupid, we're drinking beer, and you've got no idea. I think we've got to turn it round and say we appreciate the fact that some people think it's related. It's not. If you've got people that daft thinking that Corona Beer carries the virus, you have to speak to them in a way that you would do to daft people. You can't be subtle, and you can't be double negative, doing a slow, chilled out video, tutting up the audience. Well, all that makes people do is go, well, I'm glad you're happy. You can stick your beer. I'll drink something else. And I think that during the time that people are stuck away in quarantine, Corona beers would have gone down very well with a lot of people. So it's a perfect opportunity for them to drop the price, get people really interested in it again, and they can do something with it. So I think there's a challenge for many people who were out there doing stuff to have to reinvent themselves anyway, because the world will not be the same after the COVID-19 disappears. So you have to realize the world that you're going to be in as a direct result.
Yeah, that is exactly what I believe also. I mean, life will never be the same again. And I think we're going to have to get to a point rather earlier than later in how you're going to be presenting yourself during the COVID-19 and after COVID-19, because Corona, I think, one way or the other, that was the first response. That was the first response. I agree with what you were saying. That might not have been the right response. However, it was their first response, and this is what you have to start thinking. Well, how are you going to be presenting yourself in a brand? I mean, right now, some people are going to say, well, let's drop our prices and let's try to get everybody, and that's what everybody's going to start doing. And I believe that in the right now, in the economy actually going down, if you start actually dropping your prices, it's not going to be very beneficial for you. Why? Because you are going to have the double effect, the economy going down, and of course the tremendous amount of availability of whatever you're doing is going to be there, because everybody's going to be doing the same thing. So one of the things that you need to consider is in which way you're going to be positioning yourself so that you are now seen as your prospects or as your customers as the person that they really need to work with. So your customers, and this is one of the tips that I would like to give you, you have to start thinking, how could they perceive me as the person that they really need to work with, that they really need the most. And that is actually the reason why we want to link this story with Corona with what's going on for the business world.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, our dear friend Darius Sudi, who's an expert on sales, says that when people complain about the cost of something, it's a smokescreen. They just don't see the value of it yet. So you've got to increase the value. And what you've got to do right now is you've got to let people press a reset button on everything. The values are all over the place. The things that used to matter don't matter anymore. Things that are exclusive have no value. You know, things that are fashion-wise have no value. I mean, even the things that, like, over the next month to 2 months to maybe even 3 months, how many people are really going to care about ironing their clothes if nobody's going to see them? There's loads of things that are different about the way that people are going to be, and the way that people are going to be afterwards will matter as well. And so everything from fitness to food to even what you drink is going to make a big impact. I think that the rebranding has to be about the world that you're heading towards, but I think you can't ignore the world that we're in right now, which is a really strange world, where previously a lot of my clients would come up to me and say, I'm a life coach, but I'm not making any money because people won't pay for happiness. But at the same time now, I think happiness is a really interesting concept for many people, a mindset, and being at one in your own skin and setting goals and all the things that are very fluffy when people are too busy going to work. Now they're not busy going to work. I think those people have a massive opportunity to connect and mop up a load of clients, 1 billion potential clients who just need that little bit more that they never got from work, and they're certainly not going to get from a TV.
Correct. I mean, I just wanted to show this slide, which I think is very interesting. Right now, what was flexing in March 2019 were the earpods, and right now what is flexing in March 2020 is Purell. So instead of you actually thinking, well, you know, I am such a big shot and I am doing that, you have to understand that every single person in the world has a complete shift in mind, and they don't care about what you do and what you're actually creating. What you need to start thinking that it's absolutely critical is the fact that you have to solve a problem. Because I can tell you, if we don't give those solutions, a lot of people are going to really suffer. So that's why you have to reposition yourself in the way that you are thinking.